How's it going, everyone? I am the YuGiOh Scrub, but you all can call me Bailey. Crazy, over 700 of you enjoy my silly little videos and have enjoyed them enough to hit the subscribe button. My goal is 1,000 by the end of 2025. I know I can reach that, but only if you guys consider hitting the button. If I've earned your subscription, consider hitting it. If not, let me know how I can earn it in the comments below. Today we're playing with what I have called Meta Chaos, but not because it's the most meta of Chaos decks, but because it uses Metamorphosis. The thought process behind this was basically, I was thinking about Edison format and what Synchros do. And Synchros allow you to have a toolbox of 15 cards that require going neg using a tuner and a non-tuner to go into some sort of powerful toolbox monster, maybe a boss monster from the extra deck. Well, this, we don't have Synchros in GOAT format, but Metamorphosis allows you to use your fusion deck to basically have tutoring boss monsters and toolbox monsters. But what you need are the levels to go into it. So let's talk about this deck real fast, because basically the idea is it's a normal Chaos deck, but you have a bunch of different levels. You have level 8 with DMOC and BLS. Really, Gatling Dragon's the only level 8 you'll be going into, but Gatling Dragon is pretty good, though most of the time. I imagine that you'll be keeping the BLS or DMOC on the field. Maybe not DMOC after you get the plus. But then Chaos Sorcerer for 2 level 6s along with Jinzo, because that can go into something like a Ryu Senshi or a Darkblade the Dragon Knight. 3 Thunder Dragons is just the best level 5 in the format, or maybe not best, but easiest level 5 to access in the format, and that can make things like the Dark Balter, potentially Guiltia if you need a light in the grave, though I suppose if you're making it with Thunder Dragon you already have the light, but maybe you need 2 lights, who knows. And then 3 Magician of Faiths, because level 1 is also really good, and it's one of the better lights. 2 Fusiliers, because you can make things like King Dragoon, or where is it, the Last Warrior from Another Planet. Jinzo, because it's a good card, and level 6. Sinister Serpent, level 1. Sandgan, level 3. You probably won't be metamorphosing this, but you can, if you need a Dark in the Graveyard. Tsukiyomi is a Sandgan Search, and just good card. Breaker, the Magical Warrior. Let's do this too. Triple Gravekeeper Spy works pretty well to summon the Dark Magician of Chaos. Tribe Infecting Virus, discard, maybe summon the DMOC from a Premature Burial. Call the Haunted can summon a bunch of stuff, you know, it's a bunch of good cards, but the idea is basically abuse Metamorphosis. Let's go ahead and join the GOAT format ladder. Admittedly, I have a little bit of a headache, which is why I'm trying to just go a little bit faster with this video, not talk about the deck too much and just get into it. And as I say that, let me take a sip of water because I'm probably a bit dehydrated. Hydration is key. Very important. I swear, back in the day, it was like college, around 2017, 2018, and the 2 go-to lines were hydration is key and hydrate or dihydrate among my friend group, and like it was before other people. I swear, I'm sure, is it like, not deja, what's the right word? I'm not taking credit for any memes, but my friend groups and I swear so many times have started saying stuff and then they've caught on. Like we were ahead of the meme, and I've never seen anything online. And then somehow I would check online later and like our phrases were being used. And now, of course, the easy thing to say is maybe one of my friends saw it, we started saying it, and then I found out later, because I'm terrible with slang and lingo and knowing what the kids are saying. So yeah, don't ask me if you want to know lingo. Opening hand looks pretty good. Torrential Tribute, Thunder Dragon, Tsukiyomi, BLS, Tribe Infecting Virus, and Metamorphosis. We'll discard Thunder Dragon to search 2 more Thunder Dragons. Where are they? 1. There's the other. 2. And then we'll go ahead and set Torrential Tribute, end our turn. Our opponent's the kind of guy to type out our hand as he knows it, which is fine. You know, no big deal. I'm going to Torrential Tribute this DD Warrior Lady. I don't want that DD Warrior Lady staying on the field. Alternatively, maybe I could have kept the Tribe for DD Warrior Lady next turn. We draw Snatch Steal. I'll set Tsukiyomi. We'll put a Dark in the Grave for the BLS. And it's not doing much right now. Maybe it'll get... Yeah, it gets Nobleman. That probably wasn't the greatest play. Whatever. But if we draw a Magician of Faith, we'll have it for later on. Because now that Nobleman's gone, I feel better. And there's the Magician of Faith, though we don't have a spell in graveyard yet. We'll go ahead and set the Metamorphosis. Maybe we'll put a spell in the graveyard. Yep, gets Dust Tornadoed. Still happy I didn't set the Magician of Faith, but now I can set it next turn and feel a little bit better about it. And we're probably going to get hit with a Don Zalug here. No Goblin Attack Force. I'm fine with that. So, Attack Force goes to defense. We draw Pot of Greed. We'll go ahead, activate Pot of Greed. Drawing Graceful Charity and Chaos Sorcerer. Next we'll activate Graceful. Drawing a second Chaos Sorcerer, Metamorphosis, Sangan. Discarding our Thunder Dragons, I think. And the best play here, I think, is just normal summon Sangan and try to attack. Next, we will set Metamorphosis and go to end phase. Don't want to discard it. Yes. An Earth which he banishes, summons Gigantes. We'll take 900 and search ourselves Sinister Serpent. We draw Delinquent Duo. We'll fire it off right away. Hitting Heavy Storm, nice hit there. Keeps our Snatch Steal safe. And Smashing Ground, alright, another good hit. I will set Sinister Serpent, activate the face down Metamorphosis, summon 1,000 Dies Restrict. Get Ring of Destruction, don't take any attack. I will go ahead, banish a Light in the Dark. We'll go BLS. And we'll end our turn. Risking that he has a Snatch Steal of his own. Nope, Injection Fairy Lily. So we'll take 400. But he takes 2,000. We draw Brain Control. We'll start with Snatch Steal. Attack. He Mirror Forces. A-okay. We'll set the Magician of Faith and end. Basically forcing out the Mirror Force, trading Mirror Force for Snatch Steal, but we would have had game there. And I think that's better than summoning Tribe, because Tribe wouldn't have been game. We don't have great discard. Unfortunately, he had a face down, bluff, Nobleman, a cross out. Getting rid of our Gravekeeper's Spies, but that's fine. He has one card. We have 2 Chaos Sorcerers and a Tribe and Brain Control. So the toolbox aspect of our deck kind of worked. He just sets a monster. We'll summon the Tribe. Banish a Light in the Dark. Summon the Chaos Sorcerer. And yeah, I figured his deck doesn't run real face down monsters. It was all going to be for defense. Well, I think we'll bring in Sakuratsu Armors are going to be better than the Decrees, I think. Don't think Nox will do much. Going second, I think we can take out Delinquent Duo. I think this looks pretty good. I'm happy with this. It's always nice going to a really good Chaos deck compared to the stuff I typically play. And really all this is Chaos with 3 Metamorphoses, which isn't even the most uncommon thing in the world. But I wanted to just play something that I was thinking about. Didn't really feel like playing anything too crazy today. I needed something. I mean, I don't know, this isn't mindless, but it is close enough. We draw Scapegoat. In our hand is Magician of Faith, Sakuretsu Armor, Call the Haunted, Fusilier, Brain Control, Scapegoat. I think we will, because we have Call the Haunted, we'll summon Fusilier. It'll be 1400, 1000, and we'll attack this face down. It's a Fairy Lily. We'll take 100 damage. Setting Sakuretsu Armor and Scapegoat. He hits our Sakuretsu Armor with a face down MST. That's fine. The reason I summoned the Fusilier is I figured whatever he had in defense wouldn't be that big, which I'll say I was wrong. But the Call of the Haunted can bring back Fusilier and give us a 2800 beater, which is pretty good. No, honestly not too good against this Injection Fairy Lily. We'll take 200 from the attack over Fusilier Dragon. And we get Sangan as a draw. So I think I'm going to make an interesting play here. Because we're up a game, I feel like I can do it. We're going to take Breaker. Summon Sangan. Attack. We'll take 34, so we'll take 1800. And now we'll take 2400. But we do now get to search for a card. We'll go Gravekeeper's Spy. Set Call of the Haunted and end. Call, if he does Heavy Storm, we can bring back Sangan and get a search. We could bring back Fusilier Dragon. Gets rid of all of our beasts with Tribe Infecting Virus. We will bring back Fusilier Dragon. In GOAT format, I believe he does get to redeclare, and Tribe Infecting Virus has not technically attacked, if I recall in GOAT format. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to play it that way. If you know, I'm not going to go looking for rules. Yeah, so it is how I thought. But I could draw just darks, no lights. He is a dark engrave. The Injection Fairy Lily and attack is not too good for him, but frankly, I don't know what I could do. We will MST this face down. Premature burial, A-okay, and we'll just set the spy and end. Yep, just show me Exile Force, that's fine. I'm not gonna... Alright, I'll admit defeat. We'll be done siding again. And you guys saw my salty video, the player who was incredibly salty in my salty player video, he activated Rhoda, but then didn't have the Mystic Swordsman level 2 in his deck. You know, he was trying to get me to quit, and so, like, I'm not just going to leave when you show me Rhoda. Show me the Exiled, or show me the Mystic Swordsman level 2, then I'll quit. Alright, opening hand, double Sakuretsu, double Magician of Faith, Heavy Storm, Snatch, Steel, Sinister Serpent. We'll go ahead, set a Sakuretsu armor. And I think we're just going to end our turn. Pot of Greed of his own, so we each open up with Pot of Greed. I should have set the Magician of Faith. What am I doing? I was like, there's no spells in the grave. I have a freaking Pot of Greed there. I'm so dumb. So dumb. I don't get it. You guys, I hope you, like, rage so much every time you watch a video of mine, just being like, why aren't you setting the Magician of Faith? I never get angry when I watch other duelists play. You know, one, because they're almost always better than me. Like 99.99% of the time, they're going to be better than me. Okay. Let's activate Thunder Dragon. But if you're going to rage, it'd be at my videos, because, oh my god, I make some really stupid plays at times. Then we're just going to set Magician of Faith, set Sakuretsu armor, end our turn. Go ahead and Nobleman across that. We have another Magician of Faith, so I'm not worried. Mind Control. That does suck, because now we can get back Pot of Greed. But what can you do? I wasn't gonna not activate or set the Magician of Faith, and I can't stop a Mind Control. He does MST our second Sakuretsu armor, which is unfortunate. But we have Snatch Steel for something that he summons. We can also Tribute for Thunder Dragon this coming turn. He's going for a big push. Alright, we draw Fusilier Dragon. Let us go ahead and activate Heavy Storm. Hit a Sakuretsu armor. I think we'll then Snatch Steel, Tribute over both of these for the Fusilier Dragon, and attack. Gigantes does have the effect to Heavy Storm the field, but it doesn't matter, because there's no cards to Heavy Storm. I think putting the biggest monster on the field is important. You know, I'll trade it for an Exiled Force. He does view his graveyard, so banishes for Gigantes. We draw Magician of Faith. Go ahead and set the Magician of Faith. Yeah, this is unfortunate. He's going to get Mystic Swordsman level 2, most likely. Yeah, so GG's. And on to the next match. Oh, look at that. Right away. Then you have to hit you with the, I hope your day's been going fantastic. Now it's not going fantastic. Stop watching this video and return when your day is fantastic. And then watch every other video I have ever produced, even if you've seen it 3 times already. Watch it a 4th time, all the way through. Has to be all the way through. Make YouTube show that you guys are staying. Because YouTube loves viewer retention. I think that might be one of the most important things, because it doesn't matter if a video gets 1 million views. If people watch it for 1 second, I mean, think about it. Like, if someone watches a video for 10 minutes, I can't do the math, so 10 minutes would be a lot more seconds than 1 second for 1 million views. Just, like, long story short, you know, it doesn't take as many views if people are watching it longer in order for YouTube to keep the eyes on the screen. And ultimately, that's what YouTube wants. Opening hand, it looks pretty good. We have Thunder Dragon, MST, Scapegoat, Magician of Faith, Heavy Storm, Call the Haunted. So we will get 2 Thunder Dragons. And apparently a plane flipped over at Toronto. If anyone knows anyone, tragedy. I'll have to look into this, because that's just a lot of news to be dropped on someone as you're playing a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll go ahead and you know, not good, but hopefully he's, I don't want to say kidding, but like, it's not as serious as it's making it out to be. Alright, we draw Nobleman, a cross out. We'll set the Magician of Faith and end our turn. We might get Nobleman, but what can you do? And that's exactly what happens. We already have the Thunder Dragons though, so we don't need the lights per se. It's always nice to have your Faith go off, but it was going to get Nobleman at some point anyways. This protects our spies. And it gets his, apparently, 1 Magician of Faith out of the deck. We draw Jinzo. We'll end our turn. Injection Fairy Lily. There's Gravekeeper's Spy. So I do think we have to set the Spy here, just protect our life points. So hopefully the Gravekeeper Spy can at least have one of them make it till next turn. Then we can tribute for Jinzo and do some good things. Maybe should have set Call of the Haunted as well. But I don't know. I like forcing Injection Fairy Lily to use its effect until it has too low of life points by your opponent in order to use it a 3rd time. Or a 4th time, not 3rd. Alright, there we go. Opponent was taking a little bit of time to hit the end turn button. Archfiend Soldier. Interesting. Can't say I was expecting that. What? Is that game? Yeah, that's game. Alright. Brand Sakuretsu Armors. Don't think Nobleman seems too good. He did have Magician of Faith, but I'm fine taking it out. And did we see any back row? We'll take out Heavy Storm. Heavy Storm with your own Sakuretsu armors isn't too good. Opening hand is okay, not great. Thunder Dragon, Double Spy, MST, Metamorphosis, Premature Burial. I will say, it's nice to have the Premature Burial in Metamorphosis, because now that the Thunder Dragon is in the graveyard, we'll have a solid access to a Dark Balter or something along those lines. Delinquent Duo hits our Gravekeeper Spy, the second one that we had in our hand. Summons Kaiku, goes to battle after setting a back row, and we will summon our third spy. We'll go ahead. MST the back row. It was a Solemn Judgment, okay. And the question here, we can make Reaper on the Nightmare. I think that might be the play. That's going to be the funniest play. And opponent disconnected. Dark Balter is probably the better play. Or Fiend Skull Dragon. We'll go Fiend Skull, I think, if he returns. Unfortunate that our opponent's disconnected. Let me know if you guys are watching right now. What would you make? Reaper on the Nightmare. If we make this, we would have to then either... we could attack and sit on the two spies, or we can summon the Fusilier Dragon and do 1800 damage, get rid of the Kaiku on the field, and take a card out of his hand. We can make Fiend Skull Dragon. That's probably the play. Sit on the spies for defense, and then just attack over for 200. And I think Fiend Skull's better. He doesn't really seem to be running a lot of flip monsters or anything that the Dark Balter is too important to negate. Fiend Skull stops any Sakuretsu armors or anything like that, which I feel like a deck like his might be playing. But unfortunately, it looks like he's not going to be returning. Nope. Unfortunate, but I'll take the free match win. You know, with a player of my skill level, you gotta get every free match win you can. But we'll do one more match, I think. If anyone ever wants to join. There we go. We lose the rock, paper, scissors. We're playing advanced goat. Oh, goodness. He's advanced and I am not. Opening hand is okay. Double Faith, Sandgan Tribe, Mirror Force. Opponent opens with Pot of Greed. I would love to have our own Pot of Greed. And he has Graceful Charity. Watch him duo us next. We're getting hit with a Trinity. Discards not what I was expecting. Discards Pitch Black Warwolf. And, okay, I did figure once I saw the Warwolf that Enraged Battleox was likely in his deck. Summons Giant Rat, sets a back row, ends his turn. We get Nobleman of Crossout. I think we'll summon Tribe and try to attack. Discarding the Nobleman of Crossout, because I don't think it's going to be doing too much for us, and it now gives us a spell in graveyard for our Magician of Faiths. Dust Tornado hits the end phase Mirror Force, and he sets a back row. He uses the rare secondary effect of Dust Tornado, so maybe a Gigantes or something? Usually you use that if you want to put a return down. That's what I always use Dust Tornado for. I really like that combination. Not an Earth. Yeah, no problem. Easy fix. I mean, he has the Earths engraved, but yeah, no. That, it would be nice if it was an Earth, because I imagine the idea is that you then... Yeah, okay, so here's a return coming. Vanishes just one? Okay, maybe not. Hits us for 3,800 in total. We will, I suppose, activate Delinquent Duo, getting rid of the Exiled Force and another Gigantes, and we'll set a Magician of Faith. Call of the Haunted, bring back Exiled Force. Okay, so that is game. Alright. Decree seems alright. Kaiku seems really good, actually. Kaiku, I think, is going to be nice. Take out Demok. Take out a few sillier. Noblemans don't seem too good. Sakuretsu Armors. Because of that Pitch Dark Warwolf. And if he has a return and I can chain a Decree to it, that would be really, really nice for me. Opening hand looks pretty god-awful, though. We have Call of the Haunted, Ring of Destruction, Snatch Steel, Double Metamorphosis, and Jinzo. So we'll set Ring of Destruction and end our turn. But I do like the Call Jinzo play. I like the Snatch Steel Jinzo play. We will just go ahead and Ring of Destruction. We each take 2,000 damage, but get that Berserk Grillo right out of here. I don't want to deal with that. And perfect, we draw Scapegoat. A little bit of defense for us. Scapegoat with double meta is always nice. Unfortunately, he hits Snatch Steel, and I think we'll discard the Jinzo as well, since we have Call of the Haunted, and Guard of our Snatch Steel, which would have been one of the better plays to make it work. We draw Gravekeeper Spy for turn. We'll activate Metamorphosis. Activate a second Metamorphosis after he Book of Moons our Thousand Eyes Restrict. Thousand Eyes Restrict. Oh. Yeah, there you go. So if you guys don't know, you can do that in GOAT format. There is no limit on the amount of cards you can have. 1,600 and it's 900. I thought it was 1,000. We'll attack directly for 16. Setting Call of the Haunted and ending our turn. Maybe could have set Gravekeeper Spy, but with the Call of the Haunted and Jinzo in our grave, I feel like it was better to set this. Gravekeeper Spy can be defense later on. Opponent just sets a back row and one monster. Alright, let's go ahead. The play here is going to be bring out Jinzo. Next, it'll be to set 1,000 dies restrict. And okay, there we go. Solid game. Finally, we're just gonna run it back with the same combination of cards. I think that was a little bit of a premature scoop, because I still was figuring out, did I want to attack with Jinzo? Did I want to attack with Tsukiyomi? Did I want to flip up the 1,000 dies restrict and take a monster, but now be at 0-0? But I think the Tsukiyomi 1,000 dies loop would be a bit much for my opponent to get over with a Jinzo on board as well. Opponent goes ahead and sets 2 back row into Giant Rat, and then Trap Dust shoots us. Likely taking, I don't know, probably Breaker, depending on his hand. I might summon the Sangan anyways, because I think I want to get a Sinister Serpent to then use with Metamorphosis. He takes the Sangan of all cards. So we'll go ahead, I think, and just summon Breaker. Pop this back row. It was a Dust Tornado. And I think we'll just set the Mirror Force. I don't want to attack the Giant Rat. Making sure I shuffled in the log here. Yep, I did shuffle my deck. Do I want to... Yeah, we'll Mirror Force. Obviously, he changed the Giant Rat to defense. And I think we'll just end our turn. If he wants to run a Giant Rat into the Breaker, I'm fine with that. Good draws here would be Scapegoat, Sinister Serpent. He summons Gigantes by banishing the Berserk Gorilla. Summons Kaiku. Okay, the Kaiku blows. He does banish the Breaker. So, Sinister Serpent or Scapegoat. I took all the damage. Main phase 2 he goes, and end phase we draw MST. That is not Sinister Serpent or Scapegoat. We'll set 2 back row and end. He already saw the Mirror Force. It's sitting right there on top of the deck, but he switched the Giant Rat to defense, and there's the Sinister Serpent that we desperately needed. So we'll go ahead and activate Sinister Serpent, getting 1,000 dies restrict, and declaring taking Gigantes. And we'll just attack over the Kaiku because we can. And we'll keep Premature Burial in hand. He knows about it because of the Dust Shoot. And yeah, so he's going to win. Yeah, so Scapegoat was a little bit further down. Honestly, didn't perform nearly as well as I thought it would. I feel like the other decks I've been using more recently have performed better. Who knew? That's why, don't run Chaos meta. just don't run Chaos at all. Run fun decks. Is Chaos fun? Yeah, I honestly think it is. It's a pretty cool deck. But my version, not so much. Fusilier, not a great card. Demock, bricky. But it was fun nonetheless. Thank you all for watching. I am the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scrub. Let me know what you want me to play in the future in the comment section down below. Subscribe, all that jazz. Goodbye.